feet. I've been going nowhere lately. It's time to start all over and go for it. 'Cause they don't even know me yet. But that's something I don't regret.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Serendipia. My name is Viridiana, for those of you who are new here, and I like to make lifestyle videos based on experiences that I've gone through throughout my high school, college, and currently adult life. So if you're interested in this kind of videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button and let's get started. So this is episode 2 of my strengthening journey. I told you all that around this time of year, I would give you all an update of how I felt about going to the gym and where I'm at with my journey and all of that stuff. So as you saw at the beginning of the video, I inserted some clips. I wanted to show you all where I started officially, which was a year ago in November. So the first progress pictures I ever took were in November of 2020. And I just found it quite amazing to see physically, to even see how I was in 2020 and where I'm at now today, November 2nd of 2021. I think I might have my measurements for last year in November, but for sure my weight, I do not have how much I weigh. I can only assume I weigh about maybe between 190 and 180, somewhere around there, because when I started weighing myself, I was at, what did I say, 167, something like that. So I had already lost a lot of weight from November to June, so I definitely was pushing 190 around that time, most likely. I don't know, I really don't know. My measurements of last year in November were 36 inches around my waist, 39 inches for my hips, 40 inches for my breast, 42 inches on my butt. So on June 21st of 2021, I weighed 159.2 pounds. I was at 38.5 inches around my breast, 34.5 inches on my waist, 37.30 inches on my hips, and 41 inches on my butt. Now today, November 2nd, 2021, I'm at 147.4 pounds, 36.8 inches around my breast, 33 inches around my waist, 36.5 around my hips, and 39.5 for my butt. My butt went down a little, but it's okay. It's okay. So as I had mentioned to you all, I was going to stop doing home workouts and I wanted to focus more on lifting and building strength, so I got a gym membership. I have been going consistently to the gym since June. So still keeping on this topic of weight and measurements, I have been kind of like at a plateau right now on my weight. I have been at 150, 145, just kind of fluctuating between that weight right now. I don't mind. I honestly don't care. I'm pretty satisfied with my body actually right now. I feel very confident with my body. I'm noticing that my pants are starting to fit a little bit bigger. My shorts fit really big now. So yeah, definitely physically I have changed a lot from June to now. What is that? June, July, August, September, October, 3 months. Within 3 months, I do see a bit of a change right there. So moving on to the next topic, gym updates, which is probably why you are all here. As I mentioned, I have been going to the gym. My partner and I started going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We would leave Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as our rest days. My partner started classes in August, I think it was, like mid-August. So we reduced our time to twice a week, and I would do home workouts or I would go to the gym by myself. So right now, currently, I am going to the gym twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I am running again because I really enjoy running. I get a runner's high, as most people call it, but I am not doing it excessively like I did in the past, and I actually have updates about that towards the end, so I'll let you all know. As for the gym, I am really enjoying the gym. Honestly, I thought that by November, I would be able to give you all this progress and show you all how I lifted just like a bar to lifting plates. I don't know. I really thought I was just gonna like jump really quick like that onto like the weights, but it's been a slow and steady kind of pace. Right now, currently, like for example, on my chest press, I am still only lifting the bar, which is I think 45 pounds. I started off there and I'm currently in between like adding 10 to 20 pounds. My legs, oh my God, this is such a sad story. This is probably why I lost a lot of muscle on my legs as well. 3 weeks into the gym and I don't know what happened. I thought I strained my hip flexor, but to this day, my hip flexor still kind of hurts, and it's been months, it's been weeks now. It should have been healed. I took the appropriate time to rest, but I don't know, it feels like something just needs to crack. I don't know if it's popped out of place. I know the difference between it being like maybe my hamstrings or anything like that, but it's definitely like my hip. It is my hip, because rotating my hip a certain way hurts. So I really genuinely don't know what's wrong with that. I'm going to ask the doctor. I have a doctor's appointment this month to see if they can check it out, or if I have to go to a specialist or something, just because I want to make sure that I didn't mess anything up. While the first few weeks, definitely I was in pain. I did not work out my legs. Eventually it started to subside and I started to be able to work out my legs again. But because of my hip flexor problems, I'm also not lifting a lot of weight. That's where I'm at right now with that. Another thing I was focusing at the gym was I wanted to get a pull-up. So I've been doing something called a pull-up builder. It's from this calisthenics person that my partner follows on YouTube. So yeah, I thought that by now I can show you all that I can finally do a pull-up. But I still can't do a pull-up. I'm also working on my dips and I still can't do a full dip. However, I can hold my body weight on the dips and I just can't push myself back up. And then for the pull-ups, I can kind of lift myself very, very little, just not all the way. So I am getting close. I am getting closer and closer. I just really thought that magically one day to the next I was gonna be able to do all these things. But no, it's not only building strength, it's not only building muscles, it's also getting used to the movements and having your joints get used to the movements. One thing that I did notice about lifting is that I might be ready to move on to the next muscle, but my joints might not be. For example, one time we were doing deadlifts, I was doing a little bit more weight than I normally do. And for my legs, it's perfectly fine. I can lift it, that's no problem. The problem is for my arms and my hands. Every time I finished a set, my fingers just felt stuck like this. Like I could not extend them. And it would hurt every time trying to like extend my fingers, trying to like open my hands. So I don't know, it's like a slow and steady pace. I'm not trying to, you know, be a bodybuilder or anything like that. I just, like I said, I want to build strength. I want to be able to defend myself and protect myself if ever needed. If there's an apocalypse, I want to be able to survive it. I don't know, these are the thoughts that run through my head. What was I saying? Now all I'm thinking is about like a zombie apocalypse. I had a dream about zombies last night. I don't know why. Oh, but yeah, so the gym is definitely a work in progress. Slowly but surely you will work up to your goal. The only reason I'm saying slowly is because if you go too fast, you can really injure yourself. I think that is what happened with my hips. I was way too excited, but I was not keeping other parts of my body in mind. If you're working with weights, be careful because you can injure yourself. This is why I always go with my partner and I avoid going alone. At least I have him to spot me. But just be really careful, especially if you're going alone. You do not want to injure yourself. Make sure you warm up, make sure you stretch after, make sure you do all your things that you need to do. So moving on really quick to my diet. I'm still currently in the same calorie deficit that I was eating, about, depending on the day, 200 to 500 calories less that I normally need to consume. I still eat processed food. I try to cut back to it, but you know what? That white rice tastes so much better than brown rice. I'm just saying, I'm sorry. You heard it here first. I'm eating white rice. And it's fine because it's good, and it's still, I still am conscious about my calories. And that's another thing in my diet update, is that I am understanding more and more about portions as I go on. I'm actually thinking of no longer tracking my calories at the end of the year. Starting next year, I think I'm just gonna stop tracking my calories. I can visually see what a tablespoon looks like, what a teaspoon looks like, how many ounces of meat something is. Not only because I'm tracking my calories, but I also like to cook a lot. So sometimes I have to go by like recipe and stuff like that. I feel like sometimes I can go a little bit overboard with counting my calories, but it still doesn't hold me back from eating what I want to eat. So I don't feel guilty about eating what I want to eat either. I think I kind of found a pretty nice balance for myself. I'm still not eating breakfast, surprise, surprise. I don't really get that hungry during breakfast. I actually did what I eat in a day video last week, so if y'all want to check that out. If I do feel hungry in the mornings, I don't know, people sometimes think that I'm fasting in the mornings. I'm not. I fast sometimes for religious purposes, but I'm not fasting right now. If I do get hungry in the morning, you know, I'll eat. If I'm not hungry in the morning, I won't eat. I don't feel like my diet has changed that much. I think I finally found like the perfect balance of being able to eat healthy as well as being able to indulge in some junk food here and there. My Wingstop fries, just had them last weekend. They were so good. I was really happy. So for my next steps, I think I am at a solid weight and mental stability right now. I feel very confident about myself, which is really good. Of course, I'm gonna have my days where I'm down. I'm gonna have my days where I see a pretty girl walking down the street and think, wow, she looks gorgeous. I wish I had her body, or I wish I had her face. That's just life. We are envious of others and we feel jealous of others and we compare ourselves to others. That's just life. I don't know how to stop that. That will happen randomly, and I'll try my best to not let it get to me, and I think that's where I'm good. I'm doing pretty good at not letting things get to me. I feel like I'm at a pretty solid place with my physical health as well. I will get results pretty soon and let y'all know. My next steps. The reason why I keep saying I'll talk about this later. I have decided to do a half marathon. I wanted to do a full marathon, but this is the first time I ever do a race. Like I'm not really doing it for the race itself. I just want to do it to see if I could do it. So I'm doing a half marathon. If y'all don't know what a half marathon is, it is 13.1 miles. You can walk it, you can run it. You just have to complete it in a certain amount of time. If you don't complete it, you obviously can still keep going, but you no longer will be part of the race anymore. The time given for the half marathon, I believe, is 3 hours and a half. I might be wrong about that. So this is also why I want to stop tracking calories as well and stop with my calorie deficit pretty soon, because I know that I'm going to need more energy the more I run. At the start, when I picked up running again, I think I was only running 1 to 2 miles. I'm also trying to increase my time as well. So right now, currently I'm doing 5 miles. My average time is, I think, 11 minutes and 40 seconds, which is pretty slow for a mile. I'm not gonna lie, it's really, really slow for a mile. For marathon pace, I think it's still a little bit slow. I want my marathon pace to be between 10 to 11 minutes. I'm going to start scheduling myself to increase my time and then do long runs as well to increase my stamina and endurance. For my next episode, let's see, should I release it in March after the marathon? Yeah. Let's release it in March. Keep your eye out for an episode on March of where I'm at with my progress. By then, I am hoping that I had completed the half marathon or the marathon, depending on which way I go. I already paid for the half marathon, so I might just stick to that one. And we'll see where I'm at. At this point, I think maybe I'll still show you all weight and measurements just for those of you who are curious. But honestly, I don't have a weight goal and I don't have measurement goals anymore. I really like my body right now. I like my curves. I feel very curvy. I don't know, I feel really good about myself. I hope I'm portraying that. As always, please, please, please don't compare yourself to me. These are genetics, basically. While I'm working on myself and working on my body and I'm controlling certain aspects of my life, it also comes down to genetics. So please don't compare your body to mine. Hee hee, I had to go get my laundry. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope I kind of got out of the groove of recording because I paused to go get my laundry. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can get notified of when I upload. Keep an eye out for the 3rd episode of this series, possibly maybe the last episode of the series. Have a beautiful day and I will see y'all next time. Bye bye.